All right, welcome back. So I was assigned to review a pull request as part of my volunteer work for the Agile Institute. So I have a playlist going for that, Agile Learning Institute playlist. So I've done a number of things on this playlist. I've read through some of the material that the Agile Learning Institute recommends. I've at the permission of my mentees, I've uploaded mentorship sessions, lots of those. I have done a code review before in the past, so I'm going to be doing another code review. So this is the last video I did in this series. It's going to be reviewing the same code base. We're building a place called MentorHub that we're going to use to try to build another product off of it, which will be a like a paid product. So I won't talk so much about that because I'm not sure because that's going to be the proprietary product. But MentorHub is the open source platform for facilitating code mentoring between two tech professionals. Or an aspiring tech professional. So this needs to get built before we can do the paid product. Okay, so this is the so this is the review that I've been assigned. We've got one. Actually, this isn't it yet. If I want to see it, I can go to my I think I can go to my there should be a way to see what's assigned to me easily. So let's go to ChatGPT. In GitHub, how can I easily see what is assigned to me in GitHub? And it doesn't need to be in pro mode. That's going to take too long. So that's going to take too long. So I'll switch over to regular mode. How can I see what is assigned to me in GitHub? I'm going to even use conversational mode for that, but so you can go to the pull request. So click on the pull request page for the repo. Oh, okay. And now I can't scroll on this anymore. Well, anyway, I know which one it is. So it's a I think it's this one. Yeah, this is it, and we can see it's assigned to me. I wish there was a easier way to just see what's assigned to me. Oh, you can use the GitHub command line interface. That would be cool. Created, assigned, mentioned. How do you see that? So, issues tab. And then created, assigned, mentioned. That's not on there. Filters. Everything assigned to me. Okay. So this is how you do it. It shows up as a issue, even though it's a pull request, something that's presumably not an issue since it's on its own tab. But it says issues and pull requests. I'll dismiss that. Okay, so there we go. So that's how you figure it out. You go to Issues tab and then filter out everything that's assigned to you, and this is assigned to me. Yeah, this is the same one. Let me verify quick. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so there we go. So that's yep, that's it. So I need to review this. So this makes all of these closed, and actually already accidentally. Oh, sorry. How do I revoke an approval that I already gave to a PR? Okay. Oh, dismiss it. PR conversation tab. Yep. Okay, that's where I am. Click scroll, and then small dots. Small dots. Yeah, I don't have top right corner of the review comment. Dismiss review. Okay, I don't have the necessary permissions. Oh. Oh, no, I can. I can hear. Dismiss review. I'm dismissing it because incomplete review. Okay. Yes. Okay, so there we go. I approved it, and then I dismissed. And the other thing is, it's a stale review. And a stale review is annoying as heck. A stale review is when you submit an approval and then there are changes after your approval, which makes sense because now those changes that come after your approval weren't part of your approval, so your approval is your review is stale. So oh, and you know what? There are branch protections. So let's see the branch protections. So merge without waiting for requirements to be met. I think the branch protections are probably pretty simple. Okay, so I'll request a review for me. There we go. Now I'm requested for review. And merging can be performed automatically with one approving review. But you can bypass that and merge it without any reviews, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's open the instance of VS Code that I had for this project. So we're going to go CMD, and then we're going to do bash. Okay. CD Agile Institute, which I believe is. Oh, I'm surprised I don't have anything in there though. Alright, so I'm going to start by reading the README, just in preview mode. So, curriculum-API overview. This is a simple Flask API that provides Git post patch services, and this was oh right, because I'm looking at my local files, so we can actually see that. If I go to version control here, we can see there's a lot of changes to sync, so I don't have the changes from the repo because I have a local copy that was 9 pulls behind. So there we go. So now it should oh, it's still spelled wrong. This should have been the most recent commit that spelling was updated. So the commits are backwards, which I find to be really annoying. I wish they could change that. So yeah, you can see it. It was so the commit it was updated in was 0 BAD. So let's see if I have that commit for that file. Yep, I have it right here. 0 BAD. So I think this preview was made from a file from an out, not the latest version of that file. So let's make sure we're on the 0 BAD version, so we can view that commit. Oh, and it's and the top part, the front part gets clipped, so it's 2285. So let's make sure that matches. It's not. It doesn't match. Okay. Well, am I looking at the right file? Which yeah, view commit. So it says that it's D90F2285, but D90F2285 isn't a commit. So what am I looking at? Oh, I'm probably looking at the hash for, let me see. So if I look at the actual file, that's the hash for the commit. There's probably a hash for the file itself. Is that why it doesn't match? Well, let's go to let's start here with the AI. Okay. So we'll put start a new chat. We can use pro mode for this. We probably need it. All right. And let's make it more clear to the AI what we're dealing with here. So we're looking at this README file here, and then we're going to click on here this. Okay, and then we'll say, why doesn't the hash match? This is really important, because otherwise I'm not sure I'm reviewing the right file. So this is the README before. You can see he fixed the spelling mistakes here. So he did that in this new hash, which doesn't match the hash that is up there. So I'm gonna figure that out. Okay, so now let's ask ChatGPT, why don't the commit hashes match? So we can see very clearly this commit ends in 2E0ED. Oh. Well, this is the wrong commit. Yeah, I meant to look at this commit here. Oh, no, this is the right commit. So yeah, this ends in 2E0ED, but we can see whatever I've got here, the commit hash for that doesn't seem to end in 2e0ed. It ends in F2285. So let me go ahead and do a get status, or yeah, get log, one line. Boy, that is funky. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm reviewing it on the I'm on the wrong branch. So get branch. Yeah, see I'm on main. So if I do get branch dash A, I've got to check out to the right branch. Perfect. So get checkout dash B to create it locally. Okay, now get branch again. Now I'm on the right branch. So now the hash should match. All right, so I'll go back to the file. It's this readme here. I'll look at it, and so now it's 90F2885. Is that what it was? I can't remember. No, that's not what it was. Yeah, this is on the refactor publish libs branch, which is the branch I'm on. We can see that here. Okay, so let me try to aha. Yeah, we can see I didn't even have all of the... I didn't even have everything. I had this fixed spelling mistakes, but I didn't have... Like, I took a screenshot to see how I was missing 2 complete commits. So that's key. That's basically the first thing you want to do when you're reviewing a PR, is make sure you're reviewing the correct files, because that's very easy when you're using version control across branches, across, merges, local repo, central repo. It's very easy to review the wrong file. So now I'm reviewing a different file. Hopefully it's the right one. We'll see. Okay, so now this is at 0BADDDC1. Yeah, so it's the beginning of the hash, 0BADDC1. So see how they match. So let's tell the AI about that. Okay, thank you. That really helped. Are you there?
I'm right here. What's on your mind?
You helped me with getting my I was doing a code review, and I needed to I was about to review the wrong file, and you helped me review the correct file, so thank you for that.
I'm glad I could help you sort that out. Code reviews can get tricky, especially when hashes or files don't line up. How's the rest of the review going? Anything else I can help you with?
Well, now that I'm reviewing the right file, it should work. Yeah, I was switched over to the wrong branch, and then even when I switched to the right branch. So I did a poll on the main branch, but when I switched over to the right branch, the changes for the branch I was on didn't pull down. So even though I already did a poll on the main branch, I had to switch over to the branch I was reviewing and do an additional poll there. I didn't even realize I was missing 2 complete commits when I was reviewing. So it's a good thing I paid attention to those hashes. Otherwise, I not only would have reviewed, I would have reviewed a file that was missing 2 complete commits.
That's a great catch. It's so easy to miss those details, especially when switching branches. Pulling on main doesn't automatically update the feature branch unless it's rebased or merged. Double checking those hashes really saved you from reviewing outdated code. It sounds like you've got a solid workflow now. Are you good to go, or is there anything else tripping you up?
Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm going to read through the README and try to follow the instructions with it, and then I think that should be good enough for a code review. Do you think that's the case, or do you think there's anything else I should do to have a more complete review of this?
Following the README instructions is a great way to validate that the documentation and setup are accurate and clear. If the code runs successfully based on the steps outlined, you'll catch any discrepancies or missing details. To make your review even more thorough, here are a couple of suggestions. 1, check for consistency. Verify that the code and documentation align. For example, file paths, variable names, or dependencies mentioned in the README match what's in the code base. 2, functionality verification. If possible, test the primary features or endpoints this branch introduces or refactors. It doesn't have to be exhaustive, just enough to confirm the changes behave as expected. 3, code quality and style. While testing, do a quick scan for coding best practices like clear naming, modular functions, and comments where needed. 4, edge cases. Think about edge cases the current implementation might not handle, and note those down as suggestions or questions. If the README works smoothly and you don't spot major inconsistencies or issues, you'll have completed a solid review. Does that sound like it'll cover everything for you?
Yeah, and that's a good point about checking the file paths and checking like if there's any broken links or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go above and beyond just running the commands given in the README and check a few more things beyond that. So thanks. Let's hang up, and if I need your help, I'll call you back.
Sounds like a great plan. Good luck with the review. I'll be here if you need anything. Talk to you soon.
All right, perfect. And I've got a written conversation history of that here too. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, this is Curriculum API. It's a microservice. It's a API. So this is a simple Flax API that provides Git, Post, Patch services for documents, spelled right, now that I'm looking at the right file, in the curriculum collection. This API uses data from a backing Mongo database and supports a single page application. So let's verify these links. So this should be the backing Mongo database. So let's look at the README and make sure that it says that it's that. Yep, so it's a database. So it builds a containerized utility that is used to configure the Mongo database and load test data. So yeah, this is a backing Mongo database as far as I know. All right, so that passed review. And supports a single page application. So now we've got a link to the single page application, which presumably is what this is. So search for all files and address task. Okay, so the single page application looks like it's still got a lot of things on the to-do list, but this does link to the single page application. It links to MentorHub Curriculum UI rather than API. All right, the open API specifications for the API can be found in the docs folder and are served here. So let's verify that there's a docs folder. There is. Let's verify that the OpenAI specifications for the API can be found there. They can. We see them right here. and let's verify that this link. Okay, yep. So so this is the documentation being served. Perfect. All right, prerequisites. That still looks a little bit suspicious. I don't know how to spell it, but I know how to use Google, so I will pop that in there. Nope, it's right. It's just one of those words that always looks suspicious. Okay, so there we go. So MentorHub Developer Edition. Let's verify that link. Okay, that goes right to the README. So, yep, I have MentorHub Developer Edition. As far as I know, I do have this. Yep. Yep, and this link is correct. Python, so let's see where this goes. Okay, perfect. Pip env, this is good. Oh, so this is the latest development version, some feature. Okay, so this goes to, that might be something to note. This takes you to the development version rather than the stable version. So that might be something worth pointing out in the review. So I'm not sure if there's a version numbering system for this, but it's well, anyways, I think that's something worth pointing out. And the other thing worth pointing out for that is there's someone, I think his name is Matt Harrison. He had a post recently about he's a corporate so he's a Python corporate trainer. He has a company that does training for companies for making Python, or who do Python, and he was co-author in a book I read. So he just has some great posts on LinkedIn, and he talked about an alternative to pip env that I think is worth pointing out, because I think this is what a lot of this is kind of the it thing, what is popular right now when it comes to Python package management. So it'd be great if I could find that post, but let me just see if I can remember what it is. So Python package management. Yeah, so it's UV. Yeah, so I just wanted to make a note of that yeah, UV is the and I think I can find the post. So if we search for UV Python package manager, we search for that, we should be able to search through posts, and should be able to okay, so we're searching through posts, so we can see all the post results, and hopefully there will be a post by either Matthew or Noah talking about this, because I just think this is worth pointing out, that that those two people, at least in the world, are evangelizing UV. Let me briefly chat with the AI about this. And I won't use voice mode. So when it comes to Python, there's package managers, right? There is pip, there is pipenv, and there's also UV. Can you tell me a bit more about this conceptually, kind of in a broader sense? And can you tell me like the pros and cons of using one or the other, including ones I didn't mention? Yeah, so this will be good. I just wanted to briefly point that out, but I don't want to talk about that forever. I think pipping env is fine. All right, so the optional one is Mongo Compass if you want to look into the database. So make sure that this link is valid, and it looks like it is. All right, so next is to install dependencies. So we'll do that in the terminal. Oops, it's not pasting in. That's okay. 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 So mutable mapping. Interesting. Uh. Oh, it's still thinking about that. Okay, well, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me try this. I think I can have two conversations going at once. Okay, but it's going very slow for each. So I'm going to take a break, get some water. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So, okay, so this generated. So, yeah, so the Python ecosystem has a range of tools and package managers to install, manage, and isolate dependencies. So they exist for dependency management, making sure that the project uses the correct versions, environment isolation. So different projects may require different versions of the same library, so isolating them, reproducibility. Yeah. So key tools, pip. This is probably what I normally do. Can be used to manage packages globally or in virtual environments. So yeah, normally what I do is I create a virtual environment, and then I activate the virtual environment, and then I use pip within the virtual environment. So that is so that's the standard. It's widely used. It's well understood. It comes pre-installed, especially if you have a virtual environment. Then it's definitely going to be working in a standardized way. Yeah, simple, straightforward to use. So the cons is it does not inherently manage virtual environments. You have to create and activate the virtual environment first. It doesn't automatically do that for you, and then it doesn't automatically generate or maintain a lock file, a frozen snapshot of exact dependency versions, making exact reproducibility a bit more manual. So that's if you just use pip alone. This I would say is the way that I do it. So this is pip plus venv/virtual env. What they are, venv built into Python 3 and virtual env, an older tool, create isolated environments. Paired with pip, they allow you to install packages locally without affecting the system-wide Python. Lightweight and officially recommended approach for isolation, very flexible and minimal overhead. Still relies on manual processes to pin dependencies. For example, using requirements.txt, no built-in mechanism to ensure consistency over time. You have to manually maintain the requirements. So I'll do a quick demo of that. This is the way I would normally do it. Is a Python 3-m venv and then the name of the virtual environment. So I'll call it VNV, and you can see that. Visual Studio has some optimizations for that. It'll automatically open to it whenever you open up Visual Studio, which could be nice. Now you gotta make sure you add the venv to the git ignore, otherwise it'll show up in your version control, and you know it's a virtual machine, so it's got a lot of files in it. So next, what you need to do is activate the virtual environment. Activate like that. And now this is how I do it. I do pip. So if you do pip freeze, it'll show you everything you got. So far, I don't got anything. So the first thing you need to do is a pip update or pip install upgrade pip. Yeah, this is usually the first thing I end up doing, and typically it does need an upgrade. Now let's install a package. So we're gonna do pip install. Oh, I think there's a fun package. Well, let's do music 21. That's a fun package. Okay, so we've got that installing, and then its other dependencies are installed. And then what you can do is you can do a pip freeze, and then redirect the output to a file called requirements.txt. And this is what I do. So now we have this requirements.txt file, and we can see all the requirements needed. So when someone goes and sets up this project, what they do is they oh, I can't tell if my virtual environment is activated or not. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. This is what showed me that it was activated. Okay. All right, so there we go. My virtual environment is activated. We can see that. It tells me something about it here. So there we go. Now what can happen is the next person can come along and do pip install -r requirements.txt, and that's how I do it. And then this requirements file has to be up in the repo, tightly version controlled, and then you pass this file around to each developer, to each system, and that's how I typically do it. But there could be a better way, and pip env might be that. So what is it? It is a tool that attempts to unify package management and environment creation. It uses pipfile and pipfile.lock to specify and lock dependencies. Pros provides a single workflow for creating a virtual environment and managing dependencies. Generates a lock file to ensure reproducible installs. Integrates with pip and can use both Python 2 and Python 3 environments easily. Cons can be slower than just using pip. Less actively developed in recent years compared to some alternatives. So ding ding ding. I think this is why those other people were saying UV is the thing now, and it uses Rust. Rust is becoming a kind of a thing a lot of developers are really excited about. So I think UV is probably the best way to go, but I don't care enough to. So this is I think an important part of my review is pip env is good. It can be a bit slower than doing the way I demoed the way that I usually use. In addition to that, it's kind of being abandoned in recent years. And then this here is kind of the main reason I don't use it. It might feel more complex for simple projects, but MentorHub is not a simple project. I've done a lot of simple one-off network automation scripts. And for that, pip plus venv is the way to go for sure. All right. So the next one is poetry, conda, pip tools, nix or other. So let's have it add UV to the list. It's an article about it. All right, so add UV to the list. Here is an article about it. So let's feed in this article. All right. And now it should add it to the list, which might take a little bit of time, so I'll keep reviewing while it's thinking. All right, so this is what to do, is to run that command. That command failed, so let's see what ChatGPT said about why it failed. So because the version of the request library bundled with your pip installation is updated and no longer compatible. References to mutable collections. You're running an older system installed. Says support new versions. Okay. So I can try upgrading my versions. Oops. Okay, and we can see it did upgrade it there, and I am upgrading in the virtual environment. Let me deactivate that, and then let me remove that because see it's in the making its way into the version control there. So I'll open this and refresh that. There we go. Now we've got only one change, so I can get rid of that too. Alright, so next what I will do is run that same command. So you shouldn't have anything in your if you do the way I do the pip plus venv, there shouldn't be anything in the global namespace really. But I apparently I did have one of these two in the global namespace that was missing with things, and this is the this is pipe env, this is different. So okay, so this is one way I could teach you to do it like that, or I can do it that way, but let's do it that way. Okay, so then there's a lock file, so let's do this. Or where's the lock file? Oh, the lock file is here. Okay. Oh, I bet you this is why, because I have Python 3.12. Here's my, so let's say here's my lock file. Okay, let's switch back over to this one. So, okay, so it added UV to the list. So what is it? It's a modern Rust-based Python package installer and resolver designed as a drop-in replacement for pip or pip-tools. It's incredibly fast and aims to evolve into a cargo for Python, a unified, reliable project and package manager. Pros, it's extremely fast dependency resolution and installation, significantly faster than pip and pip tools. It's designed for compatibility with existing pip/pip tools workflows, minimal friction to adopt. It ships as a single static binary, eliminating Python version-specific pip installations. It supports editable installs, pip dependencies, URL dependencies, and more. It provides features like overrides for dependency resolution and the ability to resolve for arbitrary Python versions, which is the problem I'm having now, it seems. It's calling for version 3.12 in the lock file, and it looks like I have version 3.10. So the cons, it's new. It's currently focused on pip-like workflows and does not yet provide fully platform-agnostic lock files like Poetry or PDM. I'm not sure if pipenv does that. Some legacy or obscure pip features may not be supported. While evolving toward a cargo for Python, it is not fully there yet. A further roadmap developments are expected. So this is kind of the hot new thing that some of the people I follow who are trying to get you to buy their courses, are really excited about, because you'll presumably buy a course to learn about it and learn about Rust. All right. Okay, so I just wanted that to be part of the review because that is kind of a something that's important to keep up to date on. That kind of stuff seems to change a lot. I know when I first learned Python, they didn't have VNV, and it all had to be like global. And like I was the guy who years after they made the VNV and everyone was doing pip plus VNV, I was still using pip only and looking kind of foolish. All right, so let's see here. So yeah, so there we go. So so we don't have to. Okay, yeah, so I have to use Python 3.12. That's the problem. So Python 3, I have 3.10. All right, so this should help here. And I probably don't need pro mode. It is taking too long. All right, anyway, I can keep reading while that's going. So pipenv install is the first thing I need to get working. Oops. Yeah, so that's going to fail out because I'm using 3.10 rather than 3.12. So, yeah. So I gotta install 3.12. Yep, and it failed again there because I'm using 3.10 and not 3.12. So command not found pyenv. So put that in there. And I can switch away from pro mode while I'm there. There we go. So that should go a lot faster. All right, so it's not installed, so let's install it. Unable to locate. Okay, so the Ubuntu repositories I'm using don't have it, so I can use the DevSnakes PPA, so I can add the newer repos. I'm going to do that. Okay, so yeah, let me do that. So adding the missing repositories since I've got an older version of Ubuntu on there. Okay, so I'll hit enter. Okay, and then I'll update my repositories now that I have that new one on there. Okay, and now this should work. Yes. Ouch. My wrist popped. Okay, so there we go, and nothing needs to be restarted or anything. Perfect. So last step is this clear command. All right, and that should looks like it takes a while, but it should succeed this time where it failed last time. Okay, so then, so yeah, I don't need this chat anymore. Close that. This should go after a while. There, now it's going. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. Easy. Off to a good start. I was looking at the wrong file. I didn't have the right version of Python installed. All right, now I can actually review it. Okay, so reviewing the README. So I've got that installed now. So now I can test it. So oh, no module named Flax. Now that's interesting because I thought it would take care of that. Huh. All right, well, let me feed all of this to let me feed all of this. Yeah, from here all the way down to ChatGPT. All right, so they're working through running pipenv with Python 12 and addressing missing imports from modules. Oh, did I forget to run pipenv install? I guess I'll try that. Maybe I forgot to run this. I should be able to see if I do history. Yeah, I forgot to run that command. Okay, got it. Yeah, I ran this lock command, but I never ran the install command. There we go. So now everything's installed. So now hopefully this will work. Perfect. So there was a test fail. Okay, perfect. So okay. So yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, cool. So so let me say oops. Turns out I did forget to run the install command. Thanks for catching that. I ran it, and then the next command in the readme file I am following, here is the result. All right. All right, so handling test environments. Tests fail to connect to MongoDB due to a missing replica set. Users can skip the test, not run a local DB, or launch a Mongo container with Docker Compose op-d MongoDB. Missing that your test suite is attempting to connect to a. You guys cannot find any. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I think I don't have my development environment running. Okay, so this is probably because I don't have my development environment running, right? Yeah, so I think if I just do mhstart, that should probably do it. Command not found. Oh. Oh, did that do it? Make file? Alright, let me try the test again now that I ran mhstart. Nope. Problem still. Alright. Okay. Alright, try this command. Let's just hit okay. Oh, so this is Docker. Looks like I don't have a Docker extension installed though. Oh, I do have it installed. Where is it? Oh, okay. I clicked apply extension to all profiles, and now I see it. I like having that up there because then I can see. Yep. So here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. All right. So it was failing the test presumably because this because I didn't have my development environment running. So note this excludes the tests without backing service. For example, test backing underscore MentorHub underscore Mongo underscore io.py, which can be run in VS Code with the Mongo backing database running. All right, so I gotta wait for this